Somebody did the intro.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. We didn't agree on who was going to do the.
We actually didn't. Yeah, we didn't plan this one ahead.
Right. Well, hello and welcome to Watch Graps With Me. I am one of your hosts, Foxy. I am joined today by Nollanoid John and and Amy. Welcome to Watch Graps With Me, the show that is about fucking hell. Damn it!
It's very self-explanatory. We pick the matches, you watch them with us. But someone had to be really, really inconsiderate and pick a match that's nearly 5 days long for one podcast.
I don't know who that possibly could be.
Neither do we.
Neither do I. I have no idea who that could be. No idea.
It's a mystery.
We have like a 13-minute match. There's like a 20-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one that's like, I mean, by the time it's over, your kids will be in college.
That's the hope, at least. Yes. You learn a lot about yourselves. You'll have aged by the end of this podcast. That's the only thing we can really say about it. Yeah,
this is only day one into our second day of lockdown, into our second lockdown, and already we've lost it.
We've lost the flair for this channel bullshit.
I thought as soon as lockdown ended, it would be over, but then it just got more and more, and now we're in lockdown again, and now I literally have no excuse not to do it.
So, to kind of explain the fuck up in continuity in this, obviously we had Katie Harvey on for the previous episode, but the episode before then was meant to be the winning kind of gimmick from that was the best worst matches. So we decided to kind of put that like on hold until we find some best worst matches for everybody.
It's a lot harder to find this type of match than anyone can think of.
I didn't think of that at the time, to be honest with you, but obviously it turned out to be quite difficult. So in the meantime, I decided we switch things up a bit and we do a Hell in a Cell special instead as my kind of like chosen theme. So we've all come up with one, and we're going to watch them along and see who we think was the best out of the three. So with that in mind, Amy, would you like to start off with your choice, which is a bit left field? I'll have to be honest.
Yeah.
So mine is not a pay-per-view match at all.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually from an episode of Raw. So it's Kane versus Mankind, Hell in a Cell. So this would have been Kane and Mankind were actually a tag team at the time.
Mm.
Which I can't remember the actual reason as to why it ended up being a Hell in a Cell match, but it's probably one of the better Hell in a Cell matches that's not on paper.
Interesting.
I think it's a good one. I like it. It's only short though as well.
Yeah, that could be like in its stead as well. Like they seem to perhaps maybe just squeezed all the like Hell in a Cell goodness into a 10-minute Raw match. But like I said, we'll give it a click and we'll see how it goes. So Amy,
well, it actually says as well. This also has just very quickly as well. It also has like commentary with JR, and this is when JR was still like a top commentator.
Yeah,
WWE.
Like that automatically adds like 0.5 to the score of the of the match, like doesn't it? Yeah.
So right, we'll do the 3, 2, 1, play.
Ding
indeed. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they don't have the music yet.
No, well, I don't think
that came in later.
Yeah.
Or else I don't think they ever would have done it on a Raw. Oh, all the signs.
Just the people. Just so many people, and they're all excited to watch wrestling. I don't know.
Remember, like...
I've never seen this before.
This is a new concept to us.
Yeah, it really is, like...
Oh, look at that. I love the old Kane music. Do you remember Pyro?
We still get it. It's just not great.
It's just mostly lasers now.
Like, do you remember when it was like... I remember, like, everything used to fucking be pyro. The opening of Raw was pyro. Everything. Everyone's entrance was pyro and smoke machines and...
Yeah.
agendas. I mean, it was so good.
It
Oh,
really
this
made
is
for-
also like pre-2000s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the old Raw set.
Mm.
Look at that. Oh, coming out with the Undertaker now.
Okay, I didn't
Nice.
realize. Okay, I did not that Undertaker was.
I was about to say, I feel like you kind of may have picked this match to kind of keep Taker out of it. Jesus.
This is 1998. Holy shit!
Yet again, we unintentionally kept a theme.
Yeah.
Undertaker is in
I wanted to make a pun there, but like I realized like it can't because it's like instead of like a theme on, but like he already is
Theme on.
Theme on.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't work. Yeah.
I have to say, he does have lovely hair in this episode. It's very, you can tell he conditioned it before he came out.
Beautiful hair, long loose
also
hair.
like Kane's wearing the full one
Yeah.
with the two arms.
Yeah.
Has I got
Oh,
the
this
two
is
arms?
after
I
the
can't
Inferno
tell
match,
in the light.
Yeah, like he
With his
he
one
wore it
arm
at the
crossed.
Inferno match, but before he didn't really wear it beforehand.
No.
Yeah.
There's man.
And
There's
just randomly like there's Mankind. He's just like
there he
thrown
is.
down.
Look how broken he is.
Mick, no, get in the cage.
No,
in the cage,
mate, no, it's the door's that way, fella.
You know what happened last time you did this?
Oh, for God's sake,
This is a
Mick.
great in. Oh,
Get
it's
down,
like
lads.
he's like a toddler. Earl Hebner, get down.
Come down the fuck.
Earl Hebner just like get the
Mike
fuck
Chioda.
down.
Do you know what we need? We need an Irish mammy out here to go, get down off at that, Mick. Mick Foley, get down off that now, or you break your fucking head. Jesus Christ.
You don't get down there right now. I'm gonna break your face.
Just
Well, if
actually
you
looking,
break
I
it-
actually can't get over how big the actual cage itself is.
Yeah.
It's just
Like,
because
when
it's
I'm
so
looking
close
at
to
it,
the
like-
crowd as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, Jesus Christ, like it's quite impressive.
Like, you'd imagine, like, health and safety nowadays looking at this and going, fucking Christ.
Oh,
Jesus.
Still couldn't do this.
Oh my God. That is such a fucking, oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah. Taker's is going like, it's going well. Stared looking at this
Lost
going,
his
cool, it's good. It's positive.
I will actually say this, seeing Mick Foley climb a cage like gives me hope that I'll be able to like climb over the wall of the garden one day.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ah, what the fuck?
Did Mankind not think, oh yeah, the guy that threw me off the cell, he's
actually-
just behind me. I should do
this-
something about him.
Okay, for a Raw match, this actually has everything.
It has a big spot. It has fucking like a start.
Haven't it, like already the Spanish announce table has been destroyed.
Apparently Tommy Dreamer's on commentary. Or at least someone who looks a lot like Tommy Dreamer. Maybe he's just as boring. Jeez, looks like Kevin Dunn backstage, like out there as well. I know it's not him, but it looks like him.
Like just ow.
Keeps me out.
Kevin Dunn.
Yeah. I think it's his teeth.
Yeah, the big choppers on him.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fucking terrifying, that is. You wouldn't want those anywhere near you. It's like a fucking shark. You take a bite out of you. That's not pleasurable.
Why?
Luxury
Angry.
truck.
Ah.
Camera cut. Shake the camera. Shake the camera, quickly. We must get the action. Fucking asshole.
You know what makes it even better? He'd miss the finish.
Yeah, exactly. If Kevin Dunn would have missed Mankind falling off the cell all those years ago, just so he can get a close-up of Earl Hebner.
Well, to be fair, Earl hot dogs it more times than Hogan does in matches. So.
This is very, very true. Hot dogs in real life as well, as we all know.
I fucking love these crisps.
Oh,
Oof.
thank God. I actually think it was going to be a lot.
Mm. Oh, now the match has started. That's good.
People do forget that those fucking stairs aren't light
No,
at all.
they are like, they're not stainless steel, they're caster steel. Black steel, as it used to be called.
Just so the fact that they're able to lift them over the ropes, get them in the ring in the first.
Yeah. Like in fairness,
It's a bit of a show-off kind of
exaggerate.
thing.
Yeah, they exaggerate the weight of it, but it is still heavy enough. Like, fucking hell! Oh, that was bad on Mick. Oof.
No.
Give it to Kane. I mean, he was able to get here when he wanted to.
Yeah.
Fucking Kane
Man, just
dive.
hiding under the ring.
Mm.
Also, I love that the guardrails are literally just that.
Yeah, the literal
Just the metal
rails.
Just
fencing.
guardrail.
The guardrail.
Oh god.
Did that freeze slightly for everyone, or just me? No, it was just me. Okay.
No, they stay. They
Did it actually?
they don't
Yeah,
show
actually
the
did
open
freeze.
hair shot.
Anytime you see a bag being brought out in wrestling, it's always going to have like thumbtacks in it.
It's
Or
never
leather.
cans.
It's never anything nice. No.
I just wanted to be
Once.
cans just once.
Once
Yeah,
it was a
once.
bag of cans. Once it was a bag of cans, and it was fucking Dom.
Yeah.
That was the one that brought them in. I'm still standing.
Oh, hello.
No sound
Over
everywhere.
it. Oh. Oh, I see what they did there.
The second bounce onto them was just precious.
And then Kane just like plonking his arse in the tats going, ow, this hurts.
I love that every wrestler will cheer the Michael Jackson phase with the one glove.
Mm. It's a phase they go through. It's a phase they go
Come
through.
on.
Oh, Shimon.
Other wrestlers seem to have different phases than Michael Jackson.
Look at Mankind.
Dude.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Oh, dude. That's so unnecessary.
Look at the tax of the arse. It's like someone's just glittered up his fucking gear.
Like literally Shazam,
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've seen them in Claire's. Like, it's just like, Kane.
But jazzling.
Laugh, love.
Well, Jazzle.
Live, laugh, Kane. Here we go. Fuck. I can never decide if I like Kane's tombstone or not. You know, kind of way where it's just like,
Sorry.
it's...
Why does it look like that Kane's ass is padded?
That's probably because
That's
he's
it,
taking
yeah.
thumbtacks up the arse.
Oh my god, he legit has his ass padded. He's honest to God, that looks like it's padded just to protect him from the thumbtacks.
I mean,
He could have hemorrhoids.
which, as we all know, is perfect when you're going to get thumbtacks. You know, just
Yeah.
fixes that straight away. That's another one.
Taker with just a
There's
death stare.
so many fucking chair
Another one.
shots to the head.
That's the
of
fourth one now, isn't
Jesus.
it? Jesus.
Fucking swing, Bada Bada. Swing!
And these are tag team champions. Onto the chair now.
You can be tag champs with somebody and not like them.
True. I tested that from my RPG.
Okay. Kane took the most of that fucking brunt on his own knee.
Mm.
How did Austin get in?
Yeah, precisely.
How did
he-
Austin get in?
Oh, he was under the
How
ring.
did he
probably.
get in? Past Undertaker. Even still, like Why would you like be just chilling underneath the ring for like an entire match? Especially since like Foley has been under the ring. So do you think like when he was doing his spot to get away from like the chairs, like the steel steps, like fucking there's I hope that was empty. There's fucking Stone Cold with a can underneath the ring, been like, hey,
What the fuck?
is it my
Can't even do a fucking like stomp the mud hole anymore.
He just slipped, yeah.
I was like, fuck you, Taker. I've got your brother.
This is
I
for
like
summer.
how like I do it.
Highway
Yes.
to Hell match. Yeah.
I do also appreciate that, like, Undertaker's, like, reasoning for, it's like, I sent Mick Foley through the top of this, I can surely just sneak into it.
I am very much an expert in top of cells.
Oh, he's always got his foot through. You have to admit, like, considering they knew this spot was coming, you think they would have, like, oh, dun 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 dun.
What will happen next week? Next week on my Raw. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why.
Like,
It was me all along, Austin. Dun, 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 dun. Even the Raws wore banners. Oh, I love it.
Just the way this was done back then. It's just.
Do you know, actually, I'm just feeling nostalgic now for 90s wrestling. Not all of it.
Again, this is the go home for Taker Austin SummerSlam. That's how big that match was.
Kane cannot take a fucking stunner to save his life.
There's a reason it's called the Kane bump.
Like, honest to God.
Oh dear.
match hasn't ended yet, has it?
No, that was it.
Yeah.
That was the end of Raw, like, so it was done.
Jesus Christ.
Dun, 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 dun. I'd say it was only a 12-minute match. See, I'm considerate in the way I pick my matches, unlike some people.
If anything, all you've done really is like save time for future matches. You know, you have to think of it that way.
Whose is the next match?
Well, would you? Okay, right. If you want to play it that way, fine. Foxy, what have you got next?
So, I just want to double because boat links are like one next to each other. I just need to know which one I need to click next. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. The most recent one. Sorry.
Grand. Yeah. Right.
So
an easy match to start us off. I thought
Yeah.
the go home Raw, the first Hell in a Cell, and on an actual television version of Raw as opposed to a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's nostalgic.
So
and everything.
You're just fishing for points now.
I'm trying to get the other link to open up, so I'm trying to fill the dead air.
Dead air.
We can get the points now anyway. So
yeah, if you want to do it that way, yeah. And
so basically, with this, yes, it does have nostalgia. Like, it reeks of fucking 90s. Amy's frozen in shock.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah.
Your camera
your
says
picture is like different.
There you go, better.
But yeah, reeks of nostalgia, reeks of 90s. It does have a good bit of everything. As you said, it's go home for the pay-per-view between Austin and Undertaker. There was a lot of unprotected chair shots. It's no wonder Foley had to retire so early.
Yeah, when you see these matches back, you can tell.
Kane definitely has his ass padded up.
Oh, completely. Man is wearing a nappy.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it, and the match isn't too long, which seems to be the case with some of the Hell in a Cells over the years. They don't have to be really long to actually be a memorable match.
Enjoyable.
Yeah.
This one though does fly under the radar because people, I completely forgot this ever happened.
Same, yeah.
Well, when I first told you that was the match I picked, straight away you were like, no, you mean Undertaker versus Mankind. Both of you corrected me straight away.
Yeah.
We're saying it was Undertaker, not Kane.
We forgot
so
this
I
ever
feel
existed.
validated. Yeah, so I do feel a bit validated now in my choice. Been like, I told you it was Kane. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm already a winner in my eyes.
So this one for me will get a high 7.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same way. Like, it definitely got all of its stuff in. I think it's fair to say. Like, it literally just like went like
Get your
zero.
shit in, kid.
It literally just went like 0 to table spot in a minute, you know.
Yeah.
And then like suddenly then steps, then tombstone, then choke-slam, then thumbtacks.
You know
Like-
what? Actually, I'm actually just thinking. I'm gonna assume and say, is it a possibility the Raw was running over?
Oh, totally. Like they
Because,
always run over,
right?
like, so.
But this is the thing is, everything they had to like get everything in for the lead up to make sure that Undertaker was still able to climb the cage, just so you'll be able to see the shot of
Visual,
thing,
yeah.
of what's his name, of having him up and then Vince doing a thing. I think that's one like the main reasons why the majority of the main events are just constantly spot fests nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, not nowadays.
I don't know. They still suffer from very poor time management at times. But like I think for stuff like this, shake fist at your. So yeah. I'm not too sure. I feel like it definitely suffered from being like kind of. It did look like it was suffering from being over time. It definitely did seem like it could have done with a couple of more minutes. Just to kind of like, just to see whatever kind of weird stuff is happening. But then again, it is a Hell in a Cell on the go to Raw, so what else could you do with it, I guess? I'm going to give it a 6.5 because like it had most of the Hell in a Cell hallmarks there, just done quicker. So it was kind of like a very kind of like, if you want to do a checklist of like Hell in a Cell, like that's pretty much it. Like, so yeah, I'll give it a 6.5.
Right, so we're starting off with a 13.5.
Yep,
rating.
exactly. That's exactly it.
Right.
So my pick for this week for Hell in a Cell was a match from 2000 and it
2002.
Taker Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
Fully invested in SmackDown. I was fully invested in the storyline that was going into it between Brock and because they had a match the previous month at Unforgiven, which kind of went to a no contest. But the storyline kept going on. Like they'd even involved like Undertaker's wife at the time, Sarah, as well.
Yeah.
In the lead. They'd also broke Undertaker's hand, so that was the big story going into this as well. Was Undertaker going to be fit to actually compete in Hell in a Cell? So much so they give him a shot of anesthesia early in the show.
Yes.
Basically saying, you don't give me that shot, I ain't gonna make it through Hell in a Cell. Like it's.
I think that's an indication then, Mark, that you're not fit to perform. But you know what? We're fucking carnies. You know what? Pump this guy full of morphine.
Give that man a Z-Pack.
Well, for anyone that has seen it, like knows full well, like it gets bloody very fast, and this is one of Undertaker's most bloody matches.
Yeah, it's definitely up there on the gore scale.
I actually think this actually holds the title for the bloodiest Hell in a Cell.
Probably does.
It's either that or Triple H Nash. That was a fucking gore fest too. Or actually, no, Triple H or Taker Orton. Taker and Orton, because you had like Orton, Taker blading, Bob Orton blading with his hepatitis, and then the fucking ref bladed as well, Nick Patrick. So the four of them all bleeding on top of each other. That's rotten.
That's literally like a bunch of women like who have synced up, who spend so much time together. Oh, you bleeding too? I'm bleeding as well.
We're all friends. Oh dear. So Foxy.
Anyway,
on that very delightful note, shall we begin?
On that very bloody note.
Yes.
Let's let the blood flow.
Yes.
3, 2, 1, ding.
All right, here we go. Well,
that was also
here comes the pain.
Show as well, blood.
What?
That was actually the theme for the show. They had like blood in it.
Yes.
As far as I know, for one of the graphics.
Oh, that's a good shot. Look at that. Sometimes it surprises me when WWE do good camera work. You know, kind of way. It's like, oh, that was good. Well done.
Is Paul Heyman aging at all?
He got fatter.
Yeah, fatter.
That's not the same as it.
To some people, it is.
Yeah, he definitely got fatter. and lost hair.
Yeah, the hair's
But
gone.
Other than that, no, he doesn't really change too much.
Fair fuck so, man. That man is eating his vitamins and saying some serious prayers.
Yeah. It's all that crazy. It just keeps you young, like.
The hatred for Vince Russo, I think, keeps people young.
I
I mean, look
do
at Jim
believe
Cornette,
that's
for
the truth.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, like, even now, when you look at Jim Cornette, it's like, the fountain of youth is actually just hate.
Yeah. I genuinely believe, like,
They're not
it's the
the
actual
same
spite
age.
that keeps him young.
Like Vince Russo and Cornette are around the same age, so
Yeah.
should be interesting. Yeah.
Do you know what else
Oh
is
my God,
jarring?
I don't know
Like,
who's
seeing
18.
Lesnar in his wrestling gear, as opposed to like the MMA stuff he wears now. Like, it's a bit like I'm just going, oh yeah, this is how he used to be.
Yeah.
This is when he gave a shit.
Yeah. When he was the hot
Oh,
talent.
That's when he
wow,
was
I actually
slimmer.
forgot that existed.
Hmm.
He was bigger but slimmer.
Yeah. It's a good way of putting it.
Whereas now he's bigger, and he's like he's a tank
Mm.
when he wants
Yeah.
to be.
He's bigger and more bigger.
I find it so weird, though, that it's him and Sable that are, like, married.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. No,
It's
I'm not
so
comfortable with
weird,
it.
though. It's like,
Yeah,
it's not,
But
like, I don't know which one, like, freaks me out more. Him and
Definitely
Sable,
Sable.
or Undertaker and Michelle McCool.
Definitely Sable. Oh yeah. There's the boy.
through his like phase, the bughead, as Jim Ross would say.
Mm.
Who are the commentators for
get
this?
that.
Taz and Cole.
Michael Cole and Taz.
Yeah. SmackDown main event.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, because wait, is this is No Mercy, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this is this is when they did the separate ones, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I forgot.
Why are you looking up the card, are you?
No, I'm looking at like in the days when it's a pay-per-view, everything is like different.
Mm.
Like they have like a stage set up, or the rings are different or something. This is just it's just very plain.
Yeah.
Like for No Mercy, it actually just looks like a weekly show.
Yeah, it's weird, like, because
I think nowadays it's not really a spectacle
yeah.
as like as they are nowadays. Like,
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen that, but as Taker was getting up, he tried to he actually like swung down and fixed his pants.
He was showing his legs, like, oh, can't show that. Kayfabe.
Yeah. Like, can't show the blade hidden under my leg.
Yeah, exactly.
okay, this is another thing as well. Jesus Christ, it all looks like Taker's. Oh my God, that is long hair.
Mm.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, that's a fucking bump and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Lesnar was
Right on.
so fucking good back then.
He still is when he gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he very rarely gives a shit.
Yeah, but it's an absolute spectacle when he does actually give a shit.
I do like seeing him when he hasn't got the cock on his chest.
That does help, doesn't it? It really, really does.
It does, isn't it?
Oof.
You just popped my brother so bad with that one. He's off to the side here, just breaking the shit laughing.
I could hear the laughing, and I was in my head. I was thinking, "Am I laughing in a different video?"
They can chasing.
Is their boat still laughing at fuck's sake?
He's laughing. It's just if you can hear it in the background. I'm sorry.
Oof.
I'm not sorry. Fuck you for making me feel bad about being happy about life.
I'm not sorry. Fuck you.
Some of us are trying to watch the match, please, if you don't mind.
It's in the past. It's done
We're trying to watch the movie.
Don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room.
Mom.
We always go back to Doofy. Oh, Doofy. Take my strong hand. Ew, no, get it away from me.
Give me your other hand. My other hand.
It's not as strong. It's not strong.
You heard that, didn't you?
Sad. How do you know you become a man, Doofy?
Hey,
Smell my
Siri.
fingers.
Smell my
What
hand.
the hell is that?
My hand.
Ew, get the hell away from me. I'm poopy. I'm sorry, son. Did you say you went poopy? Yeah, it was good. Okay, get him out of here. Yeah. Okay, you
Fucking
can
that
go
was a
now,
shot.
Doofy. Yeah. Let me get a change of pants there, son. Sorry, what are we doing again?
Watching wrestling.
Or trying to.
Yes, emphasis on the trying.
Oi.
Right, so that's
Although you gotta admit though, like the selling that Taker's
Can-
doing throughout is unreal.
Yes, I agree on one. Fuck, you're a referee, right?
Yes,
Is that not like
that's checked.
as using a weapon if you hit him with a cast?
Yeah, it's a weapon. It's considered a weapon
Okay. Oh, and there's
because
the.
There's the blood.
it's technically a foreign object. Look at Cowboy
Well,
Bob
it's
Orton. He always used the fucking cast,
yeah.
and he wasn't supposed
Yeah,
to.
but
So.
Like then realistically, then if this was a normal match then, and it wasn't in a Hell in a Cell, realistically then Undertaker would have been
Oh yeah,
disqualified
Yeah.
DQ'd straight out.
because
Did he not do
every
that
other
on the
punch
lead up
he's
to
hit
this?
has been with the cast.
Did you not have a match in the lead up to this
I
where he
can't
did
remember.
use the cast and got DQ'd? I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, they were making a big deal about the cast, but I don't know. I can't for life me remember if they'd
They had made that
really
so far,
acknowledged
yeah.
it in that sense. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I'm just trying to even imagine the cleanup
Just
of this.
fight on
Of
the
matches.
field.
Okay, Michael Cole kind of ruins everything for me. Smelling his own blood, tasting his own blood. It's nowhere fucking near his mouth yet, Michael. All right, so stop fucking jumping the gun first off.
He's still doing that
Secondly,
thing.
what
Yeah.
the fuck do you think blood smells like?
It's like he's speaking for an audio book of an erotic novel.
Yeah, but like, I mean, literally, that's just gonna kill the lady boner as opposed to like make it bigger.
Yeah. There's also that as well.
I
Like,
didn't
it's
know it could get bigger.
It's an urge that grows. Desire.
Urge to kill rising.
By the way, I love little Lesnar's little skip there to I think either dodge his own sweat or a wire. He just went like whoo and then jumped into the cell. I love that. Could
I'd
have been a
say
wire.
it's a fucking dodge a wire because
Yeah.
that also as well. Like, we'll have a look again. That I think it's the dodge. Actually, the bottom of the cage seems to be a bit further.
Could be, yeah.
You see,
Oh,
it's the bottom cage, I think that they're trying
That's
to
rotten.
dodge. Oh, this reminds me of the OTT fucking Hell in a Cell when it was just rusted as fuck.
oh my god, I hated that cage so
many
much.
tetanus shots were necessary.
Yeah. That
Oh, my
that thing
tetanus
needs to be
shot.
destroyed.
Yes.
Oh my
or at least
God.
fucking sand it down a little bit. Like Christ. Should have just got a fucking
Ain't
some
nobody got
sand
Isn't
time for
it-
that.
This is another fucking thing as well. Sandblaster. Oh my god, I love it. Why didn't I not remove the fucking steel steps? Because I'm sorry, but that's actually a health hazard now.
Of all the things, the steel steps, yes. Tripping hazards. That's our main problem in this.
Yeah, like
In a match
In
that
this
you're
environment.
no,
allowed
not even no. No,
steel
no, no.
steps
It's
should
not.
be removed.
It's no. But that's it's taking up valuable space around the ring, which
They
is
remove
just
them
like
now,
I mean,
don't they? As far as I know.
No.
Yeah, I think they do. Do they not?
No,
No,
they
they
don't.
don't.
They don't. No, they're smaller though. There's like the cage is bigger though nowadays. So
Ah,
there's
yeah,
actually
that's.
you're able to walk around them.
Mm.
Yeah, like the new Hell in a Cell is like twice the size, so it allows for the stairs to be there with room to move.
Yeah.
Like on this one, like he threw Brock there. Had Brock like
The
been a
fuck?
little bit closer, he literally would have cracked his fucking cheek off that fucking steel step.
This just
That didn't work.
yeah,
That was the wrong answer.
no, yeah,
No, not this time.
It's like he pulled out of the spot or something. He was supposed to do like the top rope leg drop, and he just decided, no, I will
Yeah,
actually
and
break my hip, even if I do land it.
he gave up. He
Yeah.
didn't commit to it.
I don't blame him, in fairness. That's fucking horrible to either hit or land a head up on the apron of all things.
Mm.
Which, as we all know, is the hardest part of the ring. And here we see
I
Paul
do
Heyman
love.
trying to get into the Lions enclosure.
I love this bit coming up though.
That's how you lose a hand. Like you're gonna lose an arm this way, okay?
Please do not feed the Undertaker.
No.
And that's how you deal with Paul Heyman. You imagine it as a gift,
Like
going like,
that,
how to deal with Jehovah's Witnesses.
Undertaker.
Later on, he actually uses his tie.
Yes, I love that spot.
To pull him.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that hurts. That was
Yep.
the back of his head as well.
This is why they have
There
to
you go.
remove. This is why they need to
There you go.
remove. Sorry, hold on. How the fuck did Paul Heyman get cut up?
Since when did Heyman blade, to be fair? I know he was the guy in ECW, but he never bladed back then.
ECW. He didn't have
Ace.
to get fucking blade then. Chances are fucking
He took
Sandman
some
actually
fucking
cut him up.
bumps though.
Yeah, to his credit, like.
Like to his credit, like he played the character so well that when it came time for him to actually get bumped around, he fucking bumped like a motherfucker.
Mm,
That sounds so much wronger than it actually is.
yeah.
Bumped like a motherfucker.
Jesus. Fucking hell. Heyman did a number of himself there, didn't he?
That's why it's almost as if he's like, look at me. Am I doing a good job? Am I doing a good job?
Am I one of the
Public
boys
Hogan,
now?
calm down with your hot dogging.
Please tell me I'm doing a good job.
Is this the way he flounders on the floor? It's like he is actually like a beached whale. It's like, help, I'm too fat to get up.
He's Yokozuna right now.
Yeah, he's just he's
on
turtling.
his
He's
turtle.
turtling. Yeah. I didn't think that would like improve this match, but really it did, to be honest.
I don't know why. I get so happy when I see them take out a belt and like use it.
Not our business, Amy.
That says more
Not
about
our
me.
fucking
I know
business.
it says more
Yeah.
about me.
Not our
but
business.
I don't know what it is. There's just something about like using the belt. It's like it's one of those things where it's like they're actually being smart and they're using what they have as opposed to something being left
That's
under
been
the ring for them
planted,
to use. Exactly, yeah. Like I don't mind if there's a kendo stick underneath there and you can start hitting them with that. That's fine, or the chairs stuff. That's fine. It's just when you see them like, all right, we have a belt. We're just going to take that off you and we'll use that. Or if you have a tie, we'll take that off and just use that.
There you go.
As opposed to, oh, there happens to be a fucking rope underneath the ring.
Snap the belt.
Yeah. Actually snapped the belt.
Love it.
That wasn't real leather, you son of a bitch!
That was
Ripped
Velcro, and
off.
you know it.
Oh
But
my
it is
God, that
great.
so
Like
handy.
they did do good storytelling in the sense that like if he got that cast off, that's it.
Yeah,
The game has changed basically.
that's good. Oh, fuck.
Oh, the fact that he like starts to bite at it is just beautiful.
it's something that you don't see.
No.
I mean,
Yokozuna would have ate it.
like the unfortunate thing is that like a lot of this is sorely missed from wrestling nowadays. Like, I mean, back in the day we wouldn't have thought of it, but like now it's just like the subtlety of it. Like, just all right, there's the simple story of him trying to get that cast off for the majority of the match, and then the tide changes as soon as he gets it off.
Yeah. Because like I said, it was perceived
Then
to
you
be...
see how it's a story. It's like, yeah.
That's the thing, like, it's like, for anyone else, like, going through a match with a cast is a disadvantage, but because it's The Undertaker, and it's been established that, like, the guy just doesn't feel pain, he goes, actually, no, I can make this shit work. It's a weapon.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like, I mean, he is dead. So, like, the fact
Several times over.
Several times over, yeah.
I missed like the old Undertaker, the dude that was like an actual Undertaker, who was just like making coffins and chilling out with Paul Bear in the old West.
Good old days.
Yeah, I need to stop watching OSW. Holy shit!
It's making you nostalgic for the good old days.
It's only just begun.
It is almost as if like Undertaker doesn't like people seeing his legs.
Do you know
That's
what?
why, like,
I think
his pants.
it's because like his calves are like really small or something. And he's just self-conscious about
He
it.
does
There
have
you
very
go.
small legs, in fairness. He does have very narrow legs, in fairness.
Jesus, look at Lesnar, like it's just pouring.
But to be fair, like, it's one of the guys... Lesnar's the type of guy who, like, looks so fucking good when he is bleeding. Like, he just looks like... Was that the match he had with Cena when he's coming back? And, like, he was, like, the first guy to have actually cut himself in, years. And everyone just went, oh, shit, Lesnar's bleeding. I'm both worried and excited at the same time.
But not only that, like one of his first nights, like he got Cena open.
Yeah.
Back.
That's right, yeah.
Like, and that it wasn't seen as often.
No.
So like,
and for a time, it made Lesnar's matches unique because you're thinking like, oh wow, like he cut Orton's head right clean open. That was horrible, but I loved it.
It made you very uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it does feel like a big fight.
Yeah, it feels like an actual fight now.
Yeah.
To be fair, that Orton one left so many people confused because for weeks everyone was talking about was it legit or not.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest fucking thing ever.
Did you see when he went legit on Braun Strowman mid-match?
Oh, that fucking Jesus! That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Braun accidentally knees him and then he fucking tees off on him.
He hits it in the side of the fucking head, like he just goes "fuck you."
Yeah,
I find that to
knocks
be
him
slightly.
loopy.
I find that to be very unprofessional, though, as well. Like a legitimate accident.
Yeah, but
I think Braun was being stiff throughout the whole match. Apparently, that's what Lesnar was annoyed about. Was that the fact that he just like kept knocking lumps out of him? It's like, lad, if you don't ease up, I'm gonna hit you. Doesn't ease up, and he hit him.
I'm just after.
I mean, like as soon as he done it, that was it. It ended. Like there was no.
I'm also after noticing fucking Paul Heyman. Dude is literally brother loving it right now with the red face.
I love you.
Jesus, do you remember Brother Love?
Ah.
Yep. How could you forget? He's running Raw.
God,
Brother Love. Richard.
What was the fucking tag team that he was in?
What?
Brother Love.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking back to my nostalgia for OSW right now.
Oh.
It was like Smoky Mountain Wrestling, Heavenly Creatures or Heavenly Bodies.
Heavenly Bodies. I think
Heavenly
it was.
Bodies.
That's the one, yeah. The mighty have fallen.
Like, okay, like in terms of like Heyman and his bloody face, like obviously you can't really like go in and
looks
interfere
like
with
drunk.
It's the pain of his hand.
Like realistically, if that hand would be swollen as fuck right now.
Yeah.
God, damn you realistic point of views and understanding of how the human body works.
Damn you and your knowledge of of injuries.
Like seriously, look at the state of fucking Heyman.
It's awful.
Like he just like went into red paint. Like that's what it looks like.
But this is it. Like you see, like this is why I was making this point. Like you can't really
Also,
like.
mate, shave your fucking head.
Suicide dive.
Has Undertaker been cut open yet?
No, not yet. I think he's got a cut. I think he's got a mark on his arm, but nothing serious.
Like this happens with a chair shot.
Yeah. But
Oh,
I was
sorry,
making
it's
that.
either the chair or it's the stairs. One of the
I
other.
think it's going to be the stairs, to be honest with you, because there's not an awful lot of time left. I used to always like question is No, go on.
Go on. I was gonna say there, like with Heyman having like the Crimson Mask, like obviously you can't interfere with like Taker and Lesnar in the ring to clean them up, but like Heyman's just outside. Just give the man a towel and just fucking clean the boy up. Like he's a mess out there.
Yeah,
like, he's not in the cell. You know, you can fix him.
They just want him to suffer.
Although, in fairness to him, he is selling.
Yeah.
When he's not involved, he's still selling it.
I don't even think it's sound anymore. I actually think he's legit.
There we go.
hurt.
There we go. There
That's
it is.
it. That's the good.
You see him going into blade position.
Blade mode.
And like
Blade mode
very quickly
activated.
gets into it. Actually went in as well with the Hell in a Cells.
Oh,
This is also an
Jesus.
that
was. Did he fuck this up? I wonder, or did he just do it? Did he do it on both sides?
It's like when I think it's only one sided, but it's like when Eddie did it to himself.
Yeah, I
and
think he got an injury.
He did too high on his head or something. Fuck. I think I've just grown out of blood. You know, like I'm just like I've now seen like blood is now no longer for me. Like that's awful. Oh Jesus!
I like how he also slipped in the blood.
Yeah.
Look at Heyman though. Even though he's sitting there and his face is covered in blood, he's doing his maniacal smile as well.
That's the same.
Maniacal laugh.
I mean, it is supposed to be hell. It checks out like. Really, Michael? Did you not think that was perhaps the steps that cut him open?
I thought it was the sharp wit. Rock, wasn't it?
It was actually that sharp wit that could take her open. Serious problem. He gets cautioned about it all the time. That's fucking atrocious.
Yeah, okay, now that I've had a chance to really think about it now. This was originally the bloodiest match.
Yeah.
And then others then that took over on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Nash and Triple H try to beat
everybody
it.
gets a look in here.
Yeah. Again, like that. This is what Hell in a Cell was back then. It's just like, okay, this feud's gone too far. Hell in a Cell, cut yourselves up, have fun. Jeez, even Lesnar's knuckles, great spot. Great, just having the blood on his hands just looks so good.
It makes a difference. It makes a big difference to what's going on.
Remember the match that Undertaker had against Shane McMahon, Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania?
I do.
Right, and do you remember at near the end of the match, and Shane had already like jumped off the cage, and he was like to Undertaker?
Yeah.
Yeah, Undertaker was literally Shane McMahon in this match.
Mm. I'm surprised we didn't go for that match in this round, to be honest.
I was going to, but I was being conscious of time on a lot of the matches that I went through. I didn't realise that usually would picked ones that were like long matches.
Well, this isn't long.
Because realistically, just half an hour, 35 minutes.
Mm.
So if we get the entrances and the hot dog in for Jonathan's match, they're around the same time. But realistically, the match I wanted to pick, I think, is longer again. My one was going to be Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker Part 2, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been good.
Yeah.
Another choice I would have had.
It's always next time.
Would have been it would have been Shawn versus Triple H.
Yes, that was good too.
Very enjoyable. And if it wasn't going to be that, my third choice was going to be Jericho Triple H.
Oh,
okay. Now thinking about it, there's actually a lot of talent match to choose from.
Mm. Yeah.
But curiously enough, it's with the same kind of like people. Like Triple H, Taker would have had a lot. Kane, Mankind, Michaels.
They're the only one. They're the only ones that actually do the matches, though. Just for shits and giggles, I would have.
Yeah.
Just for shits and giggles, I might just have picked the women's one. Just.
But to be fair, that one I like that one. I actually really like that one.
But like, it's just like there is options open, but I think it's the same players are the ones that you're gonna enjoy more.
Yeah. Especially now because like the modern Hell in a Cells are very sterilized now, and they don't have the same appeal because we kind of normalized a little bit. You know, like because if like in this era of like WWE, if you hear Hell in a Cell, you're going like, oh shit, somebody's gonna get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mythos is gone.
Sting so bad.
Oh, it's
blood
awful.
in the eyes is probably
in his
one of the
eyes
most painful.
in
Blood in the eyes is one of the most painful things I've ever fucking experienced.
You can see it there. He's only working on one eye there. The other eye is shut.
Yeah,
like.
he went to wipe it. That's where his fucking downfall was. He literally wiped the eye to get the blood out of it, and he just like, yuck.
It's terrible.
So disgusting.
Oh.
No worries.
Nice. Been a long while since I've seen that DDT.
I'm a fan of those DDTs. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Anytime you play like SmackDown v Raw, that was always the DDT I'd pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was more effective.
Don't close in on it.
Like, look at his face. Like, how's he not blinded?
He probably is, to be fair. He's just fucking...
No, because if it had gotten into his eye properly, he wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah.
With that scene there a minute ago, his eyes actually seemed fine. They were clear. So he got extremely lucky if that was the case.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, looking at... oh, shit. Head off the cell.
Actually, he's clever here. Look, he's actually wiping himself on Lesnar's leg there. Yeah. Although it's not making much of a difference. He's still spewing. Hang on, is there rope break? Hang on. Is there rope breaks in Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, there is. There can be. There can be.
I was just about to say, like, that just seems a bit...
It's still technically, even though there's no DQ, there's still technically like.
I don't understand. This is what I don't understand about no DQ matches. Why is it not the first thing that you go to do is the fucking low blow in a no DQ? Because in every other sense of matches, as soon as you do a low blow, that seems to be the end of it. Why not just straight away hit them with a low blow and then finish it there and then?
You see, Amy, there's a little thing called sportsmanship.
Honest to God. No, bollocks to that. Right? If you want that title match that fucking badly, just hit your fellow competitor in the dick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, love it. Love it. That's it.
Boom.
Good night. Brilliant. That's a fucking
Fantastic.
reversal.
Do you remember the time when it only took one F5 to actually pin your opponent?
Yeah,
Those are the days.
those were the days.
Protected finishers.
You're right. It does actually take about 80 to fucking finish a match.
Mm.
People just mashing the fucking finisher button in SmackDown. Just like.
I like to think it's a currency. You know, it's just like you can get one F5 for 3 super kicks,
Yeah.
2 RKOs.
I also
for a
do like,
Claymore.
I do appreciate the fact that Brock is going to get Paul Heyman. He's like collecting his kid from school. Like, what the
someone
fuck happened
please.
to him?
Clean
Finger
up.
painting.
Give me the
Finger
title.
painting. Save him.
Give me the title.
Ah, yes. Very nice.
Yeah, Magic 105. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The man knows magic of numbers. There's 2 ICW marks.
I was
Okay,
finding
why
it
the
funny
fuck would you
seeing.
want- Why would you want to touch someone when they have that much blood on them? What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I was about to say, I find it funny seeing like that one fan that tries to stick themselves out so far. Like when they're walking by, it's like, get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Jersey.
Oh, this is great.
This was a great way to close the show, to be honest.
Yeah. He's beaten
Also, I
Taker in
love
his
the
own
fact
game.
that they have so many strategically placed holes in the ring that they're able to climb up.
Yeah. Well, they added them over time, as I recall, because this is still the same cell that they did Bad Blood 95 in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
They just
It
like touch
happened-
it up all the time.
it happened in 2000,
Yeah.
just before the Cactus Jack Triple H.
Mm.
Because otherwise it would have caused such an accident if they didn't have them.
Mm. That's it,
2002.
yeah.
And that was mine.
All right. I suppose I better start. I rather enjoyed that. It certainly has the moniker of Bloodiest Hell in a Cell for a reason, because I think The Undertaker literally like lost most of his blood in that match. Whatever blade job he did was too successful. And
He bled
Oh.
for all 3 men.
yes, he did. Well, in fairness, Heyman was bleeding for most of them as well. For Christ, I mean, I'm surprised there's so much blood in that round. I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Cole bladed by accident. I'm going to rank that quite highly. I enjoyed that. I'm going to give that a 9.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a 9.
Amy, what do you think?
It's enjoyable. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm just getting the other video set up. Yeah, no, it's actually quite an enjoyable match, especially like when you're looking back on it. Like this was like one of the when Hell in a Cell was actually Hell in a Cell sort of situation. Some things like really bother me though about the matches in general, and that's like I was commenting on it throughout the entire thing, and that just kind of like it's like little picky things that kind of annoy me. It's just the setup that they have on those really like pisses me off. But the match of the whole thing though, it is probably one of the better ones. It's highly enjoyable. Like you are a bit now desensitized to the amount of blood that you see.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't hit as much as it doesn't hit the same way it did when you first saw it. Like the shock factor for it is completely gone because you remember it as probably for the blood as opposed to anything else.
Yeah.
But I'm a solid. I'd be a solid maybe between 8 and 9. I'd probably go for the 8.5 out of 10 on that one.
All right.
Brilliant.
All right. Good stuff. That's 17.5 for Foxy. That's now
Off
the
your top.
one to beat. Yeah. My one is next, and we've saved the longest to last. Not necessarily the best. We'll decide that for the points. I've had to go for the end of an end.
Despite I'm gonna fucking score you low.
Of course you fucking are. I mean, you're not going to win now, so you might as well just drag the rest of us fucking down. So...
That's what they do and come dine with me.
It's like, well done, Foxy. I hope you enjoy your prize and your miserable life. So yeah, I've gone for the end of an era Hell in a Cell match from WrestleMania 27. I want to say, primarily because of like not necessarily because of its score like the Lesnar match, but because of like how fucking great the storyline was. Basically, the final chapter of this like Triple H, Taker, Michaels arc that they've been doing over the last few WrestleManias, and ultimately it was a kind of a. Eventually, it was a last like glance back at the Attitude Era and how they kind of like how those kind of guys had somewhat personified it. Now, granted, it's not like a traditional Attitude Era match in that it's a massive clusterfuck. There is actually a story being told here, between the three wrestlers because obviously have so much history amongst them. So yeah, that's why I picked that one because I actually quite liked how they did things and how like Michaels basically had a fucking acting masterclass in this. So we'll be watching out for him in particular. So guys, if you are ready to go, I shall press play.
Comes in.
All right then. 3, 2, 1. I think the weirdest thing about this for me is the fact that like they had it in the middle of the show, but considering how long it went, you can see why.
Yeah.
You know. Look him there with his
Jay
goatee.
Carr coming out.
Is it like I remember seeing it at the time, just going like, "Fuck, he looks so weird with a goatee." Just doesn't suit him at all.
Was this the WrestleMania that Pitbull did the music for?
Put him in.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay, if this is that match.
Mm.
No, actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm trying to think of what one it was that Pitbull did it for because I can't remember if it was this match or if it was Undertaker versus Roman Reigns that I'm thinking of because we were in buskers for it.
Yeah.
And like half of us started to fall asleep because like not because like the show was boring, it's just obviously the amount of hours that you're fucking into watching the show. And one of the lads, like me and him, we were sitting on stools and he fucking fell asleep on my shoulder and woke up just for Pitbull. Like Pitbull.
Sorry, did you notice that when JR got to the commentary booth? Michael Cole was like shaking his hand and then he basically harooshes him out of the way so he can
stay there.
Well, this is a year on from Cole's heel run as well, so they're still kind of like going like, "Oh, I'm still kind of heel," you know. Look up Sean; he's so happy with all of his hair.
Up and down this.
Before it became majorly prominent.
Yes, I know that feeling.
I'm just a second. I'm not. Oh my god, fucking Shawn Michaels! I still would.
Yes, I'm sure you would. Joined by about 20 other million women in the planet. Oh, look at him go!
Oh
Have
god,
you ever seen like at WrestleMania and no pyro?
Well,
that's what I mean. Like you
yeah.
missed the pyro. You missed the pyro.
Like you would think
Also,
that like for WrestleMania you would get the pyro.
Are they real trees?
Nah, they're props.
Why? Oh, sorry.
It was set in Florida.
Was it the scaffolding for the ring? No,
Yeah,
is it set up though for the scaffolding in the ring or something?
Yeah,
because
it is.
Imagine like literally you're sitting on the fucking you're on the fucking field and then you realize, oh, we have weird seats that are like literally next to a really fake fucking tree.
Oh,
like,
it happens all the time.
So many views.
Yeah, that was the major objections with. That's why they always hate these kind of outdoor manias because like one thing you're either like you could get like adjacent to one of those poles and you see fuck all, or what happens is the lights are so low for the ring that it's blinding everyone in the fucking middle rows. They had to knock off the lights during the I think it was
It's also another
Mania 34.
It's another shit thing as well when you have your fucking manias outside and you have an Undertaker entrance which needs fucking complete darkness to really kind of give it the shit that it needs.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why their shows go on for 12 hours now. That's literally it. It's just because they need it to be dark by the time they get the Taker's match. That's the only fucking reason I can think of.
Also, was the Taker Wyatt match I loved because I think they did it in San Fran, and with the time zones and all that, the sun just didn't set until the main event with Rollins. So like the Taker like match with like the UV lights and the lasers just wasn't happening because the sun hadn't set yet. Like, but by the time the match was over, it was dark. You know, it's just that kind of that window. Like, it's so gas.
Fucking entrance about it. JR got his own entrance, for God's sakes.
Oh, they had all the big guns out for this. Oh, bollocks. He's got...
Jeez,
I remember now. He got fucking dry ice on his skin. He got a fucking freeze burn before the match started.
Yeah.
That's rotten.
Which is a strange turn of events considering that Undertaker got engulfed in flames before Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Is that funny? Funny how it works. To be fair though, freeze burns are fucking rotten. Like, I've had one of them before.
Okay, so see the fireworks that are going off there now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See the way you can actually notice them? It was not like Shawn Michaels came out at the beginning of this match. How much fucking time has passed? Because you could see fuck all of his fireworks that went off.
Yeah. They were just crackers, like, just went little farty pyro, as they call it.
Like, Sexy Boy deserves much more than that.
Do you know what's also nice to see? Triple H with hair.
Yeah.
I don't mind him actually with the shaved head.
Not a fan of it. Then again, I'm still kind of clinging on to like old school Triple H here. That look was so good.
And again, like, I prefer him to be bald than I do when he first got a cut. Remember, he had still a little bit of hair left.
Yes, the kind of buzz cut he did.
That.
Yeah,
yeah, it was too business-like.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like it looked like fucker's gone corporate.
Yeah, he went full on.
Do you know what I miss when he was in Evolution? He was straightening his hair with an inch of its life.
just the spaghetti hair. Oh, great stuff.
Or fucking like
Honest to God, like
truly was a mystery.
Him and Ryan Reynolds.
I have actually, now that I think about it, I also have that movie downloaded.
Hey, dick face, you see my dog? Have you tried the lobby?
What the fuck did you ever see my dick?
Feel chime in, please.
Look, man, you're gonna need a part of the video or not? Like, just
bros, out of context.
Yes.
Like, within the space of these entrances started, it does look like it's gotten significantly darker.
Yeah,
in
that's
Florida.
it.
Like,
maybe that's just the way their weather is. Like their pattern. It's literally like it can go from being sun to
but like
dark.
it is. Like every time I've been in Florida, it is always the same thing. We'll be leaving the park like at let's say 6:30, just like when it's closed, like when you're closing or like we've done everything. We get into the car, and by the time we get out of the car, it's dark. Like darkness is falling, but it's on like a 30-minute drive, like for us.
Yeah.
It's really like sunset for them is like literally done. But it looks like so much time has passed for like people of normal hemisphere.
or more so like it's just after getting darker just for Taker. You know, kind of way. It's just like, oh, sketch lads. Just the sun go.
I like that robe.
It's good.
We fucked him over at WrestleMania 9. We better not do it again.
Mrs. Flame Carriers.
Flame carriers?
The guys who stand there holding sticks.
Oh, yeah, the Druids just. Oh.
CM Punk was one of them.
Yep. So was Moxley.
He was also one of Triple H's extras. John Cena's extras.
Yeah.
That's right.
Look at that.
He's still sick over that one.
Yeah.
The guys for the door.
The door openers for Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Matt and Jeff. Yeah. No, King of the Ring.
Sorry, do you know what's even funnier about that one? Literally all I had to do was like tie 2 pieces of string to the doors and they would have been able to pull and close them. No, instead, here, Get the two teenagers that want the shot on the show and just get them to pull open and close the door.
Bring the interns.
Peter Pan fucking toy ass tights.
Tidy whitey.
They really wear fucking tight wrestling gear.
Men in tights, lads.
Clearly, I'm not the only one that noticed. It's a great movie.
The length of this fucking entrance. Jesus Christ.
This is why they
And we
have
still
Taker.
have the cell down.
Yes.
Fast forward.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, they've got special music for this, Amy. There's no dun 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 this time. They've licensed music for the cell.
Actually, no,
Tequila.
this would have been much better. No, that's what I was just going to say, yeah, actually.
No, lads. Listen, we've established what the best cage music is, and that's Hotel California.
Oh my God.
What a song.
Like 20 minutes of listening to Hotel California, like on repeat. Like literally, I was honest, like a fucking for the night. Yeah, we can check out anytime we want, but we're never fucking leaving. And like that was, yeah.
That's why I love for the second time around they still played it, because people are going like, yeah, Hotel California, lads, yeah. Oh god, still 15 minutes, fuck.
That was half and half. Holy shit, the fuck is jammered.
They sold this well.
Big deal, yeah.
No social distance in there.
No.
Yeah, Jesus.
Actually, do you know what's really funny?
Remember
Now that I'm
crowds?
actually looking at the amount of, yeah, now that I'm actually looking, I was like, oh my god, like literally, like imagine if one person had a cold there.
Oh yeah.
That's just that shit's been spread.
Isn't that like a
Shit's
thing?
like herpes. Like it made its way through the crowd.
He's shaved his
He had
head.
the shooting haircut. Oh yeah.
I love that.
You can actually hear the reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
His hair was getting shorter and shorter every time they had like a promo.
Yes. Oh no, he was in wigs for like the first 2 weeks because his head was already shaved. Like he had done it, so just to try to write it into the story. It was like, oh, you don't want to have a match with me? Okay, I'll just start destroying the Taker character you've been marketing. Fuck you. It's like, oh, somehow you've made a haircut a storyline. Well done.
Actually, can we just realistically point out, right? I know everyone's always saying, oh, Triple H is like, he's so extra and stuff, for like his ring entrances that big. Can we actually just discuss Taker and his fucking gear for a moment here? Like, if we want to talk about someone being fucking extra,
That's extra.
like, holy shit, like, okay, we get it, your dick's that big, but like,
I love this.
even the
camera
fucking
work.
fucking smoke machine is just in like.
This is a very good shot.
Oh my god, this was it. This is the fucking match. It was just the fact that the
I
cage
think
was
this is
hidden.
when.
Oh my god,
This is when.
actually was
Yeah,
ring. There
no.
actually was cage music.
Yeah. As Jim Ross
Isn't
said,
it?
Jim Ross
Well,
stated
okay.
the line.
Debuted the new one at this one.
Right, so there was a Jim Ross entrance, there was a Shawn Michaels entrance, there was a Triple H entrance, there was an Undertaker entrance, and there was a fucking ring entrance or cage entrance. There was 5 entrances in this match. What did I say? I thought that's what I did say.
That is what you said, yeah.
Yeah. So there's 5 entrances in total in this fucking match, and it hasn't even started, right? And it's already been 12 and a half minutes. Now kiss!
Now stand up and fight!
I would love actually if
Alright.
Shawn Michaels Sean just like pushing their heads together. Yes.
I love
I
both
do
you
when I put the
guys.
dolls
Yes.
together.
It's just a fucking thing from Birds of Guardian. You're magic.
Just kiss her already.
Boom. Unbelievable. That's a,
Unbelievable, Jeff. I love Sean, like, no, I'm not getting involved, involved.
not my fucking rodeo.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Even in that role, though, as a
Yeah.
referee, like he's selling everything for them.
Yeah.
I wish he wore the ref shorts.
I think that may have taken
From before.
That may have been
I
distracting
mean,
people.
granted, they would have gotten their own entrance. Granted, okay, it would have been another entrance, fine. But, like, still.
No, what he should have done is he should have done the stripper trousers where like he just stripped them and the shorts were there and everyone was popped for it. It's like, oh no.
Yeah, I would have loved like just him coming out in his chaps, or if like he went like
Yes.
full Mr. Perfect and just came out in ref PJs.
In the Zumos, like.
Yeah,
I have actually contemplated getting them.
No,
The
Foxy.
Zumbas.
There's only one person that makes Zumas work, and that's Barry. No one else does.
don't listen
Sorry,
to him,
mate.
Fox.
I don't make the rules, man. I don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
Like zebra stripes.
And
Yeah,
what
I'm aware.
Jonathan said was very incorrect. What Jonathan said is very, very incorrect. The
Oh,
only
fuck
person that
yourself,
can make them
that's
work
what you can do.
It's always listening, we're like,
Oh.
hey, wait a minute.
Ugh. Okay, actually, do you know what? I take back what I said about the fucking steel steps because they're still fucking right next to the cage.
Yeah.
What year is this?
Just be what 2014.
14,
Wrestling
yeah, I want to
League.
say. 14, yeah.
No, the face of what?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, he did age very rapidly after this.
Didn't all three of
Which
them age
one?
fairly quickly, didn't they, in fairness? Like,
Yeah.
well, now that I think of it, because I think it's probably because of the haircuts and all that, but like, Taker in particular, the mobility was never really there at this phase of his run anyway. But I think it was because like Triple H had slowed down a lot and Michaels was obviously retired. So like, you're just more acutely aware of how old these fuckers were getting.
It just goes to
Like-
show that everything really was just an act up until end of an era. Because at this point, they were like, "All right, this is our last hurrah." Because after this, the paintings start to age. It's very Dorian
Yeah.
Gray.
Yeah.
Very true,
Like,
yeah.
the painting
yeah.
is
Do
is
you
no
dare
longer.
look at the painting?
Yeah,
I mean, like Sean has kept himself fairly in good nick, even
but he is like
body wise.
Body wise, yeah.
I know he is.
Like Triple H has
Stretch
kept
of
himself
fucking-
big, but you can definitely tell he's aging. Like it's not like he's close to 50.
Yeah, you can't hide it anymore.
Yeah.
Sean's fucking definitely showing it.
Whereas like Sean was naturally like smaller out of a lot of them. But
Well, in a way, like Sean was never like a real body guy as such. Like, so in the way, like it wasn't
No.
an effort to keep him in shape. Whereas with these two guys who were just like,
his in-ring skill made up for the fact that he wasn't a full-on body guy.
yeah, exactly. For like Triple H to keep up his shape, like he'd have to be working constantly on it, and then constantly working against his body. Then after that, especially if your body is just not naturally that good at keeping a mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then obviously
Sure.
with Undertaker, because he's so tall as well,
Mm.
like he's either gonna like keep it or he's gonna like lose it very quickly.
See,
Yes.
the
That's
thing with
why he
Taker though
probably has to
was
work so hard.
the thing though with Taker was never overly muscly anyway.
No,
No,
like
no, no.
he was just naturally like
I mean-
large. Like he had the frame.
Like you can see, like okay, you can see it now in him, like when like his like little Taker tights and his little tank
Muffin
top
top.
T-shirt thing
Taker
that he has
tights.
on. Right, they are Taker tights.
What, has
But,
he
like,
got a
you can
fucking
see,
sex dungeon or something like that?
No, it's because they have the symbol on it, the Taker tights. Like realistically, like if they were sold in pennies, I'd fucking buy them.
They should. I'm sure they are on the shop somewhere. It must be. Like
They're
that's just a
not.
wasted opportunity.
It is a wasted opportunity. Do you know how much fucking seriously, like realistically, wrestlers that like if they did like a line of like workout gear for women
Yeah,
that just had like the symbols for certain wrestlers on it, that shit would sell.
absolutely.
There's actually someone online that does that. Unofficially. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's
I
just,
will link it
just
to you.
printing on the clothes. Yeah, straightforward enough.
That
But
mohawk.
yeah, it
fucking
is definitely a
thing
missed
off so
opportunity.
much. It really is.
I love this because was it not the match beforehand, the WrestleMania 27, where he fucked up the old
His
school?
head.
Can't remember.
I don't know.
Or was it 76?
That's
I
asking
know.
to go back. It's asking. You're asking us to go back far too long, and I've never actually seen these matches sober either. So I mean,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
this is impressive. I definitely didn't see this, so anyway, I know that for sure. I'm not actually sure I spent the entirety of this match watching it in buskers, literally fangirling over Shawn Michaels with another girl.
as was the style at the time.
I don't like. That's not even like it's actually quite upsetting that that's legit. Actually, what we did do.
Listen, is it a funny comparison between the two matches we just watched, that where someone has just got steel steps to the head, Taker bled like 7 liters, Triple H, Grant, yeah, it went well, sorted.
Is this the match that has or was it last year's match that had the fucking sledgehammer shot?
To the head? Possibly.
Yeah.
He does use it a lot, in
if
fairness.
it no, sorry. No, Taker had long hair at that point, so it would have been last year.
Could be right, I can't recall now.
Because I remember that was like it was a gimmicked fucking sledgehammer, but it went down too far and actually that ended up cutting his head open.
Oh, that was Mania 17.
Yeah.
That was when it happened, because it was the false finish.
Yeah.
Cracked his head open.
Also, the one I'd fucking hate to be a cameraman in these matches. Because not only are you running around with a fucking camera, yeah, but like you're running around with the camera. It's like I'd be that stupid bitch that would like drop the camera or something like that. So not only would I get probably like fined for like breaking the equipment, I'd also like miss the majority of the match, and I'd probably get fired afterwards.
But it's not even that
You can
though.
use
Like,
that for the B-roll footage.
not even that though. But you're responsible for your wires as well. That's the thing. Like, so you have to keep your wire together.
That's it. That's another thing as well. I'd actually forget I was in there to actually record the match. Instead, I'd just be like,
"Oh, this was my job. Oh shit."
I was just enjoying it too much.
What the fuck is that camera woman doing? Why isn't she watching the match? She just has the camera on Sean, Kevin. I don't understand what's going on.
Why is the shot? Why is the shot
zooming
foggy?
in and out?
Why is it camera 3? Why are you fogged up?
She just keep. Why do you keep zooming in and out? What are you doing? Are you okay?
Why are you staring at his crotch?
All it is crotch shots and an ass. What the hell is wrong with him?
We're not back in the 90s. This isn't the Attitude Era.
Far more refined these days.
He's not doing cross chops.
Sergeant Slaughter at backstage having flashbacks.
Yeah.
The spit guard.
Spit guards. Way ahead of their time, in fairness. Way ahead of their time.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, we could buy them now and we could literally be DXs for Halloween.
There you go. Just sent them on to you.
I have them. I'll be able to look at them because I'm on my phone watching these.
Oh. It doesn't say a lot, like where like the absence of blood really does take away a little bit from this match, because it's what you're kind of expecting from the history of these two.
Yeah. Well, it's understandable why it's not there.
We
so much more
like
clear.
loads of time though.
Oof.
That's very impressive.
Mm.
And someone is cut open, so.
Yeah, Triple got got cut up over his eye.
Sorry, hold on. There were like 4 different abbreviations there you had for Triple H. Triple tra.
Pow! Pow!
H.
Pow!
Paul,
Paul,
I can't
you're
feel
right
my
there.
legs. I can't feel my legs, Paul.
Pow! Give away $1 million.
Mark, you all right?
Mark.
Mark?
Yeah, here's chair time.
Don't call me my real name. Actually, do you know what the fucking worst chair move ever was? A concerto.
Mm.
Like, when you look back on it now, you're thinking, oh my god.
That was a murder. There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
How's been Mark?
That's what Drew McIntyre should
murder.
do every time he does the Claymore. Like he actually does. He hits it, kicks him straight in the head, and just takes him and goes, "It's been a murder." It would get over real quick. Like everyone would love it. Wrestling fans well known
I
for
think
watching
only
targets.
a few people would get it.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
Drew
Like,
McIntyre on Cameo, just so I can ask him. Can you just record you saying it's been a murder?
it's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
No, if he's on Cameo, you ask him, which one of you hasn't flushed the toilet after taking a shit? Because it was fucking one of yous.
Disgusting.
Disgusting! Or no, just get him to say random Scottish phrase. Like, hi, Drew, can you say the phrase, your mum's got a pair of wooden tits? Can you just say the word wee jobby? I may have, yeah, I killed Amy again. That's good.
I love it as well. I'm just pissing myself laughing. It's like Undertaker's taking serious churches.
You're right there.
This old man is dying in front of you, and all you can think of is wee jobbies. There's been a murder, and you're not listening.
It's like, get the fuck out of there, Sean. I'm not done being
Okay.
Yeah, right there. Well, Triple H hasn't been able to.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Okay.
Boom. It's always the same combo. Body shot, back shot. There you go.
It's a norm
Money
now, isn't
shot.
it? Yeah.
Val Venus with the money shot.
Hello, ladies. The world is flat, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
The world's controlled by reptiles. Wake up, sheeple.
It's a
Fucking
long
knob
match.
jockey.
A long match.
Now the drama's starting.
Don't you fucking push me again.
I'm not your god, buddy.
Come on.
I'm not
your
your
buddy,
buddy,
guy.
pal.
I'm not your pal, friend.
I'm not your friend, guy. No, Sean. No. No. No.
Shut your fucking face, motherfucker. You're a burning person, Uncle Fucker.
Right.
You're an Uncle Fucker.
Now, this is going out of hand now. Sledgehammer, like, well, come on. What's all about?
Again, why are they just kept underneath the fucking ring?
You never know when you need a sledgehammer to knock those fucking turnbuckles back in.
It's a Hell in a Cell, Sean. It's no DQ. I'm going to end it.
One way or the other. Yeah, I get ending it, but I don't think murder is really the way to go. I mean, I'm a born again. He's gonna murder you.
Take her. I have to stop the match. I believe in Jesus.
Please. I can't get behind the Satanists anymore.
To be fair, like yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Michaels is inherently biased here.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, Undertaker has a really weird shaped head.
That's why he's there.
It looks like a fucking Shar-Pei dog.
Jesus.
Those are like fat rolls. Like...
Yeah, it's the Kurt Angle fat rolls he has. I was going to kill a man, but you're right, Sean. You raise a valid point. Thank you for saving me from a life sentence.
I'm sorry, but the unseen commentator that's coming from Foxy's camera is.
It's a voice inside his head. It's his conscious.
Conscience.
Schizophrenic.
Alter ego.
Two different voices.
I have one of those. Hold on.
Oh god.
What the hell? What are you doing? Please clear this before you do it.
Ah, love it.
I can't see it. Amy's screen just froze for me. It looks very questionable. Whoever it is.
Oh, there it is.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Crickets.
Let your conscience be your guide. Oh, I have so many fucking Disney sidekicks. Holy shit.
Kicking the balls really does solve everything.
Oh, finally somebody did it.
Looks very questionable at times, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's quite odd.
It's the gripping of the hair.
It almost lends
like
itself to a porn, doesn't it?
Honest to God, that's like, no, you're nearly there. You're nearly there. Keep going. Keep going. No, don't make me make a map. Keep going.
A little bit to the left.
Just
little bit
there.
to the left.
Just there. Yes. No, not yet. There, sir, it's got it. It's just a Shar-Pei dog on the back of his head. Honest to God, look at that shit.
Yeah, it's the weird, like, it's just the creases that he has, the skin, like even like the top of his head, it just looks weird. I think it's because of the way he shaved it as well.
Definitely.
Worse.
Sorry, that is also definitely Undertaker's jizz face right there. That was.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Michelle McCool never saw that coming.
Little H is back. He's gonna save the day. He's gonna come in, take a bump, and everyone's gonna be happy.
Charles, come on, Charles Robinson.
Come on, Charles.
Come on, Charles Robinson.
Come on, Charles. Come on. Up in the cage. Up in the cage. There's a good boy. Get that floppy hair in there.
Henry's not here to hot dog, so I'm gonna do it for him.
I think he takes the weird super kick, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the critical hit super kick.
It's like the leg reaction, fucking like Street Fighter 2 ending like super kick. It's like, oh!
Woo, 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 woo.
You win.
There you go.
Shit.
A fucking bruising on Undertaker already.
From the chairs, yeah. Nasty.
I miss when the refs just flop like fishes.
To be fair, Little H is the best at it. He just goes. Man dies a death every match.
Influence. There's an example.
Here we go. I love how the crowd just literally just went,
that's
oh, fuck, it's happening.
1, 2, ah!
I'm sorry, but literally he goes to 80 and he puts his elbow like that.
Oh, Michael's hair is fucking great.
I did it for nothing. I did it for nothing. He didn't care that fucking much when he turned on Marty Jannetty. So, like, I mean, that's not character development. I don't know what it is.
He got more emotional in his older years.
So what happens when you find Christ?
Can someone please scoop Little Nate out of the ring? I believe he may be dead. He has a family.
I just looked at back that he got a fucking WrestleMania payday for this.
Yeah, fucking yeah, go for it.
I'd be happy for that.
Seven
Just
fucking
run
wars
in,
will just pop
do
up.
1 count,
Oof.
then get a fucking chokeslam.
Yeah. Foxy take that hand over fist.
No. No, Hunter. No. Oh, it's well gone.
Now that you've drawn my attention to the back of Taker's head, I can't stop looking at it.
I fucking I feel like just staring at that for the entire goddamn match. How's he doing this? It's in the script.
Hogan leg
That's
drop.
Oh, you can see the leg drop was just a bit like,
The nappy did nothing. My
Do you, know,
ass.
do you notice that, like, if you've seen the Undertaker documentary,
Mm.
like, remember he's
last
like just
ride?
backstage with tape and it's like Kobe. Imagine he does that in the ring,
Yeah.
like Hogan leg drop, boom.
Oh, the spit.
Oh, it's awful.
Oh,
That was a fucking
that's
phlegmy boy.
all that was missing there was a Brazzers logo.
I'm sure it's been done.
Did you?
There's,
I don't know. if
Michaels
you
is
just
actually
heard that.
crying. He's actually crying there. I love that. The man has forced himself to cry.
So the voice in my head basically said that his newsfeed showed up a memory of Shawn Michaels kicking Stan.
Man,
Not Stan.
Zuckerberg works fast.
What's your
man.
name?
Fucking hell.
Stan.
That was a 10 out of 10 super kick, though, to be fair.
I see what you did there.
No, the one after where your man gets in the face and papers go flying everywhere.
Papers flying everywhere. Nice.
I'm not controversial. What's your name? Stan? I just hit Stan.
John, trying to calm down.
I don't think that's controversial. So I love he's like, I don't think that's controversial, Sean, but it is pretty funny.
It is quite hilarious.
I'm sorry, Foxy. Are we boring you with this hour-and-a-half long match?
Sorry, it is a bit tack.
It fucking is, actually. I feel like I'm watching a WrestleMania all over again. I'm just like, oh my god, like.
Considering the 2 matches we have
It's a main
watched, yeah,
event.
you'd be forgiven in thinking that.
You're just getting the point. I'm saying, you're fucking in it. Please.
Go
That's
fucking
actually-
home.
That's honest to God, that's how I'm kind of feeling right now because I
Mm.
don't remember it being this long. But then again, the last time I watched this, I had like 8 pictures of Long Island iced tea in me. So
Yeah.
It's why you've seen like 5 minutes for you.
it was a fucking blink and it was over. Like, look at those. Honest to God, one sneeze and like you've infected an entire fucking stadium.
Isn't that a thing about the 16 Carats whenever it was on, that it was like an Oberhausen flu every single time everyone left? Somebody just had infected everyone else.
To be fair, though, I mean that's so fucking enclosed. Those places
that's
they
the thing.
use for that.
Hmm.
No wonder.
Actually, yeah, that's an interesting one. This is one of the rare ones that no one goes through the top of it or the side of it.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, it is.
It's actually very rare.
Yeah, it is. It's like it's quite a sterile cell. But
It is true.
Match,
I will. Physically, yes, that is correct. But emotionally, I'm pretty sure Shawn Michaels has already thrown himself out of that.
He's just there like singing just fucking love ballads to himself to try and keep calm. It's just like, I don't want to see. I just want to keep on loving you.
Hold on, what's the one? Oh, what's the Imogen Heaps one? What you say?
Well, as you call you did, what you say?
What did you say? Sean, do the fucking count! Sorry.
1,
Sean's well standing there.
Two.
Get me out. I want to go home.
No, what's happening
Sean's
is
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody.
No, do you know what it is?
Everybody in the castle, come on, let's ride.
I was going to say there.
The spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I love my poor meatball. Sean, the match is over. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, the wicked witch.
He just skips out there going like, the hills are alive with the sound of
music. Man, Julia Andrews is a nun. Who would have thunk it? Sean, you all right there, guy? You kind of spaced out a little bit.
We were talking 10 minutes ago.
Secretly, Sean.
Stop.
You fucking finish it.
Sean's like, I need to go to the toilet for like the last 20 minutes now. Can we really start to wrap this up?
Guys.
He's trying to hold it.
I'm in desperate need of a shit.
There's a turtle head poking out.
God, pause it like fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I actually thought that was the end of it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? There's still more. Yeah. Okay, Sean is me right now. Stop! Triple H, stop dragging the shirt down no matter how much I want you to rip it up. Oh my god, that's fan fiction right there.
Yeah, careful, man.
Not going back into that rabbit hole. Not going back into that rabbit hole.
Nope.
Not this time.
Please don't. Save that for your own show.
Please.
Knows how she's quiet about that because she knows it's
Oddly,
coming
yeah,
true.
most quiet she's been all night. Like, it's funny how that works, isn't it?
I was going to say this is the longest period of time I haven't heard her laugh, and then you hear that little giggle.
And so it begins.
That's fan fiction right there.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! I'm dirty thoughts.
Dirty hands.
Dirty. You're so.
You've been a bad boy, Triple H. Daddy's gonna teach you a lesson. Sean, I'm gonna teach you a lesson.
He just turned his back. He's like, I'm sick of this.
The lights are gonna get low. They're gonna turn like a little bit red, and then a fucking see the sucker, and then like a fucking cloak will just come over the hell in the cell.
All you hear is let's get it on.
You just
Oh, do you remember when Shawn Michaels had the Heartbreak Hotel segment that had the heart-shaped bed?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
But with,
How wrong does that look right now?
Yeah, that's dodgy.
Especially when he's pulled off his little leotard from his shoulders.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, get down there, boy.
Oh, you better
This is
brace
my
yourself, Hunter.
yard.
I'm going to
Boom.
This is why he calls it the boneyard.
Yeah, nailed on.
And his crotch is literally on his nose.
Yeah,
Oh.
and that was it. That was it.
Yay! Can we stop it now?
Yeah, just let it play out. Let it play out as we give the scores. It's like 7 minutes of after, so you don't need to have to watch the whole lot. It's been long enough as it is. So yeah, that was the end of an era match. Great crack, has to be said. Everyone enjoyed it, had a lovely time. But what scores did you give it?
So I forgot how long the actual match is.
Yeah.
So
I
didn't
like
4.
it's long, but the first time I watched it, I loved it. Like I was fully engrossed in it. It is a bit cringe at times. Like obviously it was definitely like it kind of lived up to what they were leading to, in terms of like how each of Undertaker's matches have escalated, and they're just how did it get better? How's he gonna top this? Like, because I mean, like, also like you keep in mind he's had back to back with Shawn, and now he's basically had back to back with Triple H now.
Yeah.
Like it's, although that does sound questionable as well, going back to back.
Double jobbing.
Yeah. Like double jobbing twice.
Yes. So,
He definitely didn't take a handy.
no. So I have to ask you for your score, Foxy. How would you give the end of an era match?
I'm kind of like, right. Enjoyed it. Very long though, but I understand. Like, give it
Just
8.
use the 8. Okay. 8 for the end of an era. Okay. Amy, how about yourself?
Right, first time I saw this match, I was highly intoxicated for it, and I had no idea it actually went on as long as it did.
Mm-hmm.
It's enjoyable to watch. I'm still looking at his head, and it just looks like a Sharpay. It's enjoyable to watch to an extent, right? Because I was watching it by myself. Maybe I'd be more inclined to actually watch it down and watch the match. I do remember the build up to it, and like it was a great build up for this match. And like this should have been it. Like that was an excellent point of end of an era. Should have been that was his retirement. That should have been the last match that he had.
I'd agree with you on that one.
Watching it again. Like watching it again, back again, I'm finding it really hard to. I found it to actually just concentrate on looking at. Like I'm kind of taken out of it, Shawn. Like as I'm watching Shawn and what he's doing in the match, or I'm making jokes. We're making jokes about the match, and it is kind of like I'm not really as into it now as I was back then.
Yeah.
So that kind of has taken out of me. And again, like it is like it's kind of you get restless halfway through it. You are halfway through. Are just making jokes about everyone that's in it. So if I was, however, like if this reminds me of the SummerSlam match with Shawn and Triple H. Because unless you've watched the full story arc on it and the build up to it, and like you'll enjoy it for what it is. You'll actually enjoy the whole thing. But when you're just watching just the match, the final match on it, you're kind of like, oh my god, like this should have ended like 4 finishes ago.
Yeah.
Like it does tend to drag a bit
Yeah, I
if
get
you're
that.
not watching a full story arc on it, because like you're getting like you're not really getting a payoff. Instead, you're kind of just okay. I'm just gonna watch the end and just see who won, sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
enjoyable. Like it is like that's like it's enjoyable to watch with others though as well. I mean, as I said, like the last time when I watched, like the first time I remember seeing it in a full packed bar, and we all lost our shit over it, which
Yeah.
was what you wanted. It was great, and we all got to see Sean again after he was retired the year before, and like it's enjoyable, and you do kind of get lost in it. But I think watching it back now, you're kind of like it doesn't have the same feelings to it. Oh my god, fucking Triple H is still hot dogging this. Like, get up, mate. You're not fucking dead. It's been 7 minutes.
So that's the thing,
7
like,
fucking minutes
it's
of him
kind of
just lying on the fucking ring.
it's
Are you
kind of
fucking
thing where
for
like
real?
I think it's because with the streak now no longer like being a thing. I think that does like change how you see this type of match now, because like the main pull of the Taker match of Mania was that is this time the streak ends, you know, and like obviously it wasn't the case here, but like that was the whole appeal of them, was to see like, well, could it actually happen tonight? Is this when it happens? So in a way, watching these back when there was such high drama at the time does feel a bit weird. I'll admit that. All right.
Like, for why couldn't this have just been the last match? Like, there was
Probably should have
no
been.
need to, like, it really fucking should have been the last match, because like they built it so much. It wasn't like the way Randy Orton's match was built. Randy Orton's one was very much because he was the legend killer at the time, and he was like, I'm going to be the one to break the streak. And I think originally the storyline was going to be him to break the streak there and then, because of the gimmick, because they were putting him well over.
Yeah.
And then that was surprising Randy Orton backing down and saying, I don't want to be the one, I don't want to win the match.
Yeah, he didn't feel comfortable with it.
I don't want to do it. He doesn't feel comfortable, which is, you have to admit, for such a kind of a shitty person that he was at the time, it is a noble kind of way of looking at things, of being like, I don't want to be the one to end the streak.
Yeah.
And I think at that point, you're kind of like, maybe nobody should. I mean, this is a character that they brought, like The Undertaker as a character was brought in as this he was the fucking dead man. The bloke was dead. Like, that was literally his gimmick, was he is dead. He is a dead man. He's a dead fucking Undertaker. He's a mortician by fucking trade. Like, this is what he does. He literally comes in and he like takes you out, and then that's the end of it. Like, realistically, I would have much preferred this to have been the last match for him at all.
Yeah.
I'd
agree with that.
This,
like, he
this
definitely
is the
should have
time.
like ended here.
It's fine, you know.
Because I mean, look, I'm still watching the fucking end of this, and they're having their little hug fest. Like, this is the Madison Square Garden click thing all fucking over again. Like, they're literally done
curtain
the
call,
hug.
yeah.
Like, thank you. I couldn't think of the name was, and that's literally it. Like, they've done it. And if this had ended Taker, and the following year he was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then he announces like indefinitely, that was my last match. I am retired, and that's the end of it. Because it would have lived up to the hype of end of a fucking era. Because he'd been in the business nearly
25 years.
Because like he would have been 25 years at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, with regards to having a career run, mate, you did fucking really well for yourself.
Yeah.
And also, when you take it into consideration, after an awful lot of his matches, like especially like he was one of the very few lads that actually got to take breaks off quite regularly enough, like to actually heal himself up and to do, because that was the gimmick that they gave him, and then they fucking ran it right into the ground by constantly having him come back, and like, it doesn't really make sense for Undertaker to come and have a match at WrestleMania and to be this big off spectacular, because he's not fucking here to even do a match. Like, the lead up for WrestleMania, was it WrestleMania 20 or WrestleMania 20 is actually a really good example of a build up for a match. So previously him and Kane had a thing, and Kane had him buried alive, And that was the end of it. And the Undertaker hadn't been around. And then they had like all the video promos that were like for his return, and it was the countdown, the 21 days or the 20 days left to go. And everyone was kind of like, "Oh, is it Taker?" But it wasn't confirmed that it was. Okay, obviously you know.
It was an educated guess, like.
But that was a great, that's a great way of doing it. And he came back then as the Dead Man, and that's what that everyone lost their shit for it. And that was brilliant. And then had they kept him like that, it would have been perfect. And then just have him kind of do his run, and then that be the end of it. Like it's an unnecessary callback each fucking WrestleMania when they come and have him back in for a match. And it's kind of, I would have much preferred it if this was the end and it was finished on this one, because he would have, like, he went out in an excellent, like, that would have been an excellent way to kind of walk out and do it that way. And I think
definitely a high point. Yeah,
I don't like that they I think they kind of diluted the character down way too much, and it kind of got ruined.
Yeah,
for me, like he definitely got ruined for me. Like when you're watching back now, but I mean, you can kind of see, like, I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't a massive like high flyer in a sense. Like he was never like he was a powerhouse realistically as a wrestler. He wasn't really technically sound and stuff like that either.
Yeah,
like that's what he was. He literally came in there as just to be the powerhouse, and that was it. But I think they put like he was put on a pedestal. I think with a lot of us for nostalgia reasons.
It was the character.
It was
just the mythos around him. You know, that's what it was.
Yeah, and they kind of like.
Yeah, that's all. That's really what it was.
But it's funny as well when you think about it, because like realistically, anybody should be able to make that gimmick work.
Yeah,
because you don't.
He did add his own to it too.
But like it's the funny thing is like if anybody else was given that gimmick, I don't think it would have worked as well as it has.
No, not because they wouldn't have had longevity.
No, not at all. Like it would have been like a Yeti type situation or a Giant Gonzalez type situation. It would have worked for maybe the Survivor Series that Ted DiBiase brought him in for. He might have made it to the Royal Rumble, and that would have been the end of it. But you can clearly see that like
not only
like a wrestler, Mark brought something else to it.
Like not only with that character, like even though like he took his breaks, when he would come back, he would change up his character. Like whether it be his look or his style or how he portrayed himself. So that's what lent like longevity to him, his career.
Yeah, like he gets changed up. However, every single one of his changes, I'll always still think my favorite version of The Undertaker was the original version.
Yeah.
I think, and I don't mean like, actually, no, because the 1990 version, he was just kind of silent and thing. And like with Paul Bearer, like I think Paul Bearer added so much to that gimmick, especially because he was like very much like a silent character. He was the Paul Heyman before Paul Heyman in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like Paul Bearer was the advocate for this person, and he was the voice and he did it, and he was so good at it as well. Like that, like every time I used to see Paul Bearer, I was kind of start freaking out a little bit because I knew the Undertaker was coming on next.
Yes.
Like, and it's intimidating to like a 4-year-old, like when you're watching this type of person.
Yeah.
Because because you're like thinking, especially as well with the Yokozuna kind of match and the build up with the casting match for the Royal Rumble, like every single promo that he did, he was making a coffin. And you're kind of like, like that's fucking intimidating. Like I'm not surprised that Yokozuna was terrified. Like that would scare the shit out of you. Like that's so good. That's always going to be my favorite version of The Undertaker. That's the one that I remember like fondly on it, because I just thought it was so fucking out there as a gimmick. You're just like, this shouldn't work, but it works so well. And then Ministry of Darkness is my second favorite Taker. Because that fucking theme song is just fucking
Yeah, the theme song is brilliant.
They're good. I don't know what happened to my voice there. I needed to swallow and I didn't.
No, hold my tongue there.
I would have literally looked like Taker when he had that spit take like that if I didn't.
Amy, getting back to the question at hand, what score will you give this match?
I gave it a 7 out of 10. That was the first thing I said was 7 out of 10.
Okay, my connection dropped when you said that. So sorry about that. That's fine.
So
that means, Foxy, you win. You have won the Hell in a Cell round.
yeah,
You have survived.
This is your first win.
Indeed, it is actually. Yeah, we've
We've
all had a
all
win.
won one.
Yeah,
We've all had a win.
this is good. Yeah.
I'm actually like this is my second win.
For Watch Graps,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Oh my freaking god! She does Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as well. Holy shits! Yes.
I think it was the link you sent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is my second win then, because I won the episode that we had Katie Harvey on. I won our WCW.
You did too, yeah. You did too, yeah. You did. Yeah, I remember now.
So that means I get to pick two themes then, because I've yet to announce one.
Yes, that's right. So just to explain actually what we're doing for, like, we decided that we were talking amongst ourselves about like what we could do for Royal Rumbles. And what we decided to do is that every 5th episode, we're going to pick a Rumble and watch it. And then essentially that would make up then after a few episodes, you kind of have like a league table of what is the best Rumbles. So I don't know which way we're doing it, whether to do it chronologically or just pick a Rumble we think is good and then score it out of like 10 between the three of us. Yeah. And then we get like a league table that way. I think that's the way we're going to do it. But
I think by picking our favorite one, then that makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's so. And then we just keep going through the list then of what next Rumble we can watch.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do for every 5th episode. But after that, as it were, Foxy, what will you have us watch?
Jesus. So I did have the idea. Yes. Excuse me. But I was trying to downplay. Thanks. So yes.
So loud.
It was a very satisfying one, though. It was good. It was a good one.
Yeah. So for the next theme, after our potential Royal Rumble, it will be a forced indie promotion that we've ever watched.
Ooh, okay. Interesting.
So if like this has to be outside the normal brackets of when you're a child. So no WWE, no WCW, no ECW, or like it has to be
something out of the top three,
like indie level.
Yeah,
like would be considered indie at the time as well. So yeah. So your first indie promotion could be any match from that promotion, but yeah.
Okay, all right. I think we can move. I think we can make something work out of that. Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. I like that.
That shouldn't be that hard.
No, you say that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So yeah,
you've
I have time. This is what I'm thinking. Like I'll need time to try and like to remember what was my what we're defining as an indie promotion as well.
I'm pretty sure I already have my one. I think
I've got an idea, so I just need to kind of like.
I'll ask. I will ask now, just to be on the safe side. Ring of Honor and ZCW.
Yes.
Are they included? Grant, yeah,
yes.
That's fine, and I have my one then.
That's what I said. Like your first indie.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Like I didn't say like first indie. So basically outside of the usual wrestling spiel.
Yeah. That's it.
And you can pick any match from that promotion.
Okay, that's good. I like that. So
it makes your options a lot better.
Lot better, yeah. That's it. Okay then. Well, in that case, that's something to look forward to on the next Watch Graps With Me at some point.
Yes.
But for now, from myself, Jonathan, from Foxy, and a very distracted Amy right now, thank you for watching with us.
Please do the usual.
Do the usual YouTube thingies.
Like, subscribe,
and
hit up Foxy Bros for your pearl bead needs.
Yes, let's point at the sign because that always goes well.
Because it's backwards. So.
Yes, there we go. Done.
Yeah, well, we all figured out that Amy is the idiot on this one. But
We
yeah,
did
I
establish
highly
that.
recommend it. I have 3 of his pieces all at home. Very happy with them.
Excellent.
I cannot wait till I get paid now, Foxy. Thank you so much for sending me the links to this website.
You've
I
earned
look
yourself
forward
a
to taking
customer.
your money.
Exactly. Anyway, so that's enough for us. We'll see you next on the next Watch Graps with us. Until then, take care.
Bye bye.